Alright, so for today I'm going to be doing another KBFIT 2.0 critiques Kamron Bennett. And this exercise is the step up. Now this video is probably going to be a little bit longer than most videos that I make on this topic. I'm going to make this a little bit more educational because I kind of want to explain a lot of things when it comes to the step up. The step up is probably one of the easiest workouts to do, or one of the easier workouts to do, and and the way to progress the step up is either through adding height to it or adding weight to it. And so the reason why I want to go over this is kind of just explain how the step up is supposed to be done correctly. Now generally when you do a step up, you have one foot on the step or the platform, a chair, whatever you're using, and then you step up. And there's two different ways I tend to do them, or even the way I train to do them. You could either step up with one foot on the platform and the other foot behind, and then you just step up and then you go down and step up like that. Or the more challenging way is where your foot is on the platform and the foot below. Instead of just stepping up onto the platform, you lift your leg up until you're doing a knee raise, and so you're doing virtually a high knee at the top of the step up, which is more challenging for the core, all the stabilizers in terms of in your hips, your knees, your ankles, all of it, right? All of it's working together to stabilize yourself. Now, when you're doing step ups, typically you're supposed to be focusing on the leg that's on the step up, right? You're supposed to be pushing off, so you're supposed to be working that glute and that quad of the platformed leg, which you're not supposed to do. But what I noticed that I was doing, and I've even noticed others doing it as well, is pushing off the bottom foot. So one thing that you'll notice when I go over these videos is that some of the reps, I'm actually pushing off the back foot. So instead of pushing off the front foot, which is supposed to be doing the majority of the work, the back foot's only there for stability so you don't fall, right? So it's there so you have some balance, but it's not there for you to actually be working that actual leg. But to make the exercise a little bit easier and to sort of cheat, you can push off the back foot, or even though you're not technically supposed to. And for the longest time I was doing that, not even realizing that I was doing it. Now the two different ways that I do step ups when I'm at the gym, I'm either going to use actual step ups, or I'm going to be using the bench. Now when it comes to the step ups, the width of them is longer than my foot. So my foot's on the platform, I have plenty of space in front of and behind my foot, right? It's wide enough, everything there's a lot of space, but it's not so high. It's 4 planks high, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's even below my knee. I don't remember exactly how low it is, but it's like probably around knee height, if not a little bit lower than knee height, when it's on the 4 planks or whatever. Now the bench is actually higher than the step ups, but it's more narrow. So the width of the bench is actually thinner than my actual foot. So when my foot is actually on the platform, I don't have any space in front of or behind my actual foot. So when I'm using the bench, it's a lot more challenging because I have to make sure I don't fall off, because I don't feel as secure and as stable when I'm using the bench. So whenever I'm doing step ups on the bench, I'm only using dumbbells. I don't use barbells to do step ups on the bench, unless I use really, really lightweight. But if I'm doing anything over 100 pounds, I'm using the step ups. Because like I said, with the step ups I have a lot more, I feel safer because it's, like I said, the platform is wide enough for my foot, and I don't feel like I'm gonna fall. So there's a lot multiple things involved when it comes to the step ups that I do the step ups. So in this video, I'm actually gonna go over 5 different videos, two separate days. The first day is gonna be the more recent one, and this was last week's dumbbell step up, where I only was able to do 2 sets because of time constraints. And then after that, I'm going to be going over the barbell step ups that I did March 1st, using the barbell. So I'm going over that just to show you the difference, because I was like, I don't make 2 separate videos, so let me just make one video going over the 2 different ways that I do the step up, so you can see the difference. Now the one thing that I want to bring to mind, because I have watched all 5 videos already, I don't have them memorized, but I generally kind of know what to expect, And one thing to look out for as you're watching my form and everything is not only just to making sure I'm stabilized, I'm not, you know, tilting back and forth and about to fall, although yes, I do lose balance and you'll see that in one of the clips, but also looking at the bottom foot. Now, one way that you can tell that I'm cheating and using my bottom foot to help push me up on the step up is you'll see my knee bend. So the more you see my knee bend, you know that I'm actually cheating and using my back foot to help me get up on the step up. The less you see my knee bend, is mostly, that means I'm using mostly the correct leg, which is the leg that's going to be on the platform. And as I've mentioned plenty of times, my left leg is a lot weaker than my right leg, and so you might see a difference in that. All right, so with that long preamble, that hopefully made sense, I'm going to start with the first video. So this first video, like I said, was last week. It was, I think, Friday's workout, if it was not Tuesday's workout. I think it was Friday's workout, doing my leg day, doing my step up. All right, this is gonna be like I said, set number 1. Oh, and in this day I actually was going heavier, so I haven't used 50-pound dumbbells probably, I don't even know if I ever have, at least anytime recently. I usually tend to do 40 pounds, and then a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even last week, I moved it up to 45 pounds. And so today I was like, okay, so not today, but that day I was like, okay, let me try 50 pounds. I'm pretty sure I could do 50 pounds. Now, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do the knee drive, because you know, like I said, I'm using the bench. Even though I'm using the bench, I don't feel like I have enough space to feel secure enough to balance on one leg on using the bench. Versus if I was going to be only using like 40 or 45 pounds, then I'll probably get to be able to do the knee drive. But with the 50 pounds, I'm just telling you right now, that wasn't going to happen. I wanted to try, and I don't know actually if I was going to be able to do it until I actually tried. Right? I never can tell how I'm going to do it until the moment I push off. I'm like, okay, this is how it's going to feel. It's always that first rep. You'll notice always the first rep is where I have to kind of like gauge how the rest of the set is going to go, and then you'll see. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to start the first set and action. All right, see, that first one had a setup, and then that's when I realized, okay, I'm not going to get that knee up. You see me pushing off with my left foot at the bottom. Not too bad, but yeah, I could even feel it, and I know I am. That one was pretty bad. I'm trying not to, you know, but there's a lot of things to be thinking about. Don't fall off the bench, and trying to go down on the eccentric, right? That's the other thing too. You want to really try to control your way down on the step up. You don't want to just, you know, fall down and then crash, because you can even hurt yourself that way. You want to make sure that you're going slowly down on the decline of the step up, which is the eccentric. All right, I'm switching feet. I'm trying to mentally prepare as usual, because I know my left leg is gonna struggle a lot more. And so look at my right leg. Let's see how much my right leg bends to help me get up. See that first one? That first one can hardly get up there. Pushed off a lot on that rep. Rep number 3. Yep, I'm pushing off a lot with my right foot to help me get up on the bench. So I already know if I have to push off that much, I'm not doing any type of knee drive. Oh, I barely made up on that rep. Yep, almost every rep it looks like I'm pushing off a lot. So yeah, that was my first set. I clearly was exhausted. Step-ups are very taxing. You can get a lot of conditioning and endurance done with step-ups depending on how you do them. So that was the first set. And as usual, I know I went to the camera, I checked my form, but even with that, I knew I could feel it. I knew that I was using my bottom leg a lot to help push me up on the step-up. My eccentrics or my declines were not as slow as I would want them to as well. That's another critic I have of myself. I know I was going down too fast, almost just dropping straight down. And like I said, this was my first time doing 50 pounds. But you have to remember, when I'm doing barbells, I'm doing a lot heavier weight. So I knew in my mind I should be able to do this without a problem. But at the same time, it is on a higher surface and it's a less stable surface for my foot. All right, set number 2. Let's see how I do. And action. All right, starting again with my right leg. Let's see how much my left leg helps. Yep, my left leg helps up. Always that first rep. Yep, I'm still using my bottom leg a little bit. Yeah, I see it bending a lot less than before, and that was a slower incline. So you can tell too, the slower I get up is the less I'm using that back foot. So I'm really trying to focus on using my top leg to get myself up there. So that's the key as well. If I'm just going up real fast, then I'm probably using momentum and I'm probably pushing off my back foot. But if I'm going up slowly and going down slowly, then that's all the control on that top leg, which is working once again the quad and that glute of that top leg. In between, switch legs, gotta catch my breath. All right, let's go. Second leg, left leg. Yep, trying to get up that first time. See, now you can see, even though I am pushing off, you can see me still pushing off with my right leg. I am still trying to have a slower incline and a slower decline in the step up. I'm trying not to rush through it and really trying to work that leg as much as I can. Yeah, so these aren't the best, but yeah, that's how the step ups go. Using the bench with 50 pounds for the first time. So that's that day. That was Friday. Once again, you know, bench versus the step ups. So now this one on this March 4, this first set is gonna be different from the second 2 sets. So this first set, I'm using heavier weight. I think I was doing 155 pounds on the barbell. So I was doing 155 pounds on the barbell. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do the knee drive. I tried in the past and I was unsuccessful, but I wanted to try it for this one. Because, you know, I want to push myself and I want to be able to do a step up with the knee drive with, you know, heavier weight. So, all right, with that being said, March 1st, let's get this. 155, step up, and action. All right, always that first rep. I try to lift that leg up. Up. Oh yeah, see they're shin height. Yeah, they're not even knee height. See, see what I'm doing? I'm trying. I'm almost succeeding. I'm getting that knee up. It's not completely stable. Yep, I lost balance right there. Did a crisscross. Had to readjust. Yeah, so it's a challenge. I'm really trying to. And sometimes I take that little pit stop. I plant my foot on the platform and then I raise my knee up. Oop, lost my balance on that last one too. Yeah, see these ones I struggle so much more. That first one on my right leg, had to plant my foot. Had to plant my foot again. Oh, this is my left leg, I mean. And this one does not look like I'm able to get my my right leg up during that knee drive. Yeah, I see my left leg. I have to just focus on just at least making it up on the platform. I haven't even done any of my substitutes for the knee drive. Nope. It's just going straight up and down. Yep. Man, I did not do one. I didn't even attempt one. Wow, how sad is that? Yeah, so yeah, with the 155, as you see my right leg, I was able to do a couple of the knee drives. I lost stability, as you saw a few times, but you know, that's what happens when you try to push yourself. Now this next set, I lowered the weight because once again, I want to see what that threshold was. Where is it where I'm able to do that knee drive, right? I know I can with 135 pounds, I do it all the time, and clearly with 155, I wasn't able to do it. So this second set, I was like, okay, let me try 145. I've never even tried 145. Let's see if with 145, I can get this knee drive. All right, let's see how we do it, and action. All right, you can't see, but there's like little 5-pounders on the end of the barbell. All right, the first rep, you know, I just gotta plant my leg up, see how that feels. And then I'm like, okay, this isn't too bad. My form isn't the best, I'm kind of shaking a lot, really working on that stability, doing the best I can, but I am getting that knee up. And but I will tell you, even though you probably can't tell too much, I know, because I know myself, that I am using my bottom leg to help me get my leg up. And it's gonna be worse for this left leg right here. Second leg right here, left leg. Let's see how I do. Oh, I tried it first one, wasn't able to get it. Okay, see how I came crashing down on that one. You can tell when I'm weaker when I just fall straight down to the ground. I don't have any control. Yep, missed that one. Up and down. That one was a little bit slower, not too bad. A little bit more control. Slightly a bit more control, but I lacked. Oh yeah, I just jumped on that last one. So yeah, most of these ones I struggled with to have control. There's a lot involved with step ups. I'm saying they look easy, but as you guys that do them that know they are not as easy as they look, especially like I said, the higher you go and the more weight you have. All right, this will be the last and final set that I show you guys, and once again, this is the same amount of weight. I didn't increase the weight at all. This is just my second attempt at doing the same 145 pound step ups. And action. All right, once again, keep starting on the right foot because that's like that. I used that to boost my confidence. That first rep, once again. All right, I am still kind of just dropping down. Oh, that one was a little bit slower, but I did lose balance. Yep, lost balance with that one, have to readjust. Yep, couldn't get it. I kind of lost confidence after that. There you go. Okay, that was a pretty decent descent. Not too bad. Okay, those are getting better. Those are getting better. Still a little shaky, but not too bad. Okay, let's see how I do my left leg. Okay, yeah, I had to settle in, had to feel how that felt. Oh, had to do another cheat one. Let's see how I do my third rep. Okay, third rep I went straight up, and I came down at a decent rate. Okay, I'm not doing too bad with my left leg. I'm going down nice and more controlled than the last set for sure. Much more improved than the last set for sure. All right, yeah. I'm gonna give myself, for that only set and that leg, I'm gonna give myself an A for effort. But overall, and I haven't been grading the last couple of videos, so I kept forgetting, but for this one, I'm gonna definitely give myself a C, maybe a C minus, which seems kind of low, but with all things that I've mentioned that you need to be paying attention to when you're doing your step-ups, majority of them I was not too good at. So I need a lot more practice, but it's one of those exercises, you know, the more you do, the better you get. I love the variations, like I said, going between using the step-ups, using the bench, dumbbells, barbells. Going forward, I might start challenging myself with using a lighter weight on the bench, but I just don't feel it's a safe thing. I just feel a lot less secure and a lot less safe using the bench and the barbell to do step-ups. Because if I fall with the barbell, that's not gonna be fun, right? But if I fall with the dumbbells, I could just toss them to the side and everything's okay. But I can't just toss the barbell off of me like that. So something that I have to, you know, contemplate and figure out and plan with my workout. Still try to get the same amount of volume. Still try to progressive overload while, you know, not hurting myself. So anyways, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that was beneficial. Hopefully that was informative. I try to make this one a little bit more educational and discuss more of the tactics and dynamics of doing step-ups. So anyways, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.